Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I have a new addition to the Lego City. Quite an expensive one, we'll talk about that. And we're going to go over what this is, how I think it looks in my small town, and let's get started with a new small town update. So this is the brand new Lego Retro Bowling Alley. I picked it up for quite a hefty price tag at just under $600. It was definitely high because this came off the aftermarket, but I think that obviously drives the price up, even though I don't think it's worth $600, but I think this is such a great build. So let's kind of take a deep dive and then we'll talk about the cost of it all. So I guess we can start with the most obvious part, which is this awesome looking sign, Dave's Bowl Cafe. I think it looks great. It has a really retro style, these things and all the letters. I really like the look of it. Coming around, you'll probably notice one of the other things that I like, which is the roof detail. I've never seen roof detail like this on any building. Definitely not the modulars, even though they have some detail, nowhere near as much. Nowhere near as much as this or any other sets I have in my city. So I don't know all the proper names for them, but I'm guessing it's like HVAC and I don't really know all that kind of stuff, but it's all a lot of like silver and chrome, which I think looks good. There's some buckets, baskets, whatever you want to call them, with some bowling balls in them, which I think looks good. And then in the front, there's some nice details. So we have this red stripe that comes down with these fence pieces over it. I think that's clever. The diamonds all along the front and the flower beds, which I think look also really good. Moving over to the right, we have the double doors with this arch bowling alley looking thing, and then two big bowling pins on either side. So if you don't want to read it with the big bowl, you know it's a bowling alley. And then over here we have some planters with an awning and window. I think the detail on this building, while it's a super basic building, it incorporates, even the sides and the back look really nice because they have this masonry brick thing with some ivy growing, all pipes along the side. Something that if you watched my Quickie Mart video, I said I wished they had, especially on this side. So wish they had done something like that. There's nice pillars on the side. All the roof detailing along the sides. Here's another angle of the walls. I mean, those just look spectacular. It looks like the brick, the paint is peeling off the brick. It's starting to become exposed. It's a little older, more run down. Kind of the vibe I'm going for, even though not old and run down, just like smaller, older buildings that create a little small town. And then I guess we will go take a look in the back and then at the interior. So even the back of this model is so nicely detailed. They continue the red stripe and diamond all along the path, lining right up, as you can see. And then there is a nice ladder which connects. There's some more pipes. Then there's a door leading to the back. I think even just this, the amount of detail they put in, looks so much better. I mean, taking a look at the side of this building versus the sides of some modulars, it's quite a big difference. So I really like to see that. And then let's take a look at the interior. So you can see the roof splits into two. Sorry for the mess. And then, oops, not lined up. And then it is a very nicely tiled and detailed interior. So right over here we have some games. And this is the diner part of it where you can get your food. The nice tiled flooring, it really looks like an old bowling alley. There is the booth here where you can get your shoes. Notice I don't have the shoes up because anytime you move the model, they all fall around. Little vending machine over here. Same thing with these ball stores. You could put the balls on there, they give it to you, but they fall around so much that it wasn't even worth it for me. This nice looking couch, I think that looks really good. Same thing with the lanes, I think those look nice. And the covers over the lanes. And also you could put the bowling pins in, but again, those fall around like no tomorrow. So that's the interior of this. I think it's very detailed for a model like this. It looks really good. So let's pop the roof back on and look at how I integrated it into the small town. So here it is in the front. As you can see, I continued this sidewalk design with the plant beds in the front. Now looking at it this much, I think I'm going to try to stagger the flowers more, because originally it looked good when it was just here, but I think now that it's starting to become a lot more, it just looks too unrealistic. So I'm going to take out some of them and pop them in other places, something like that. I mean, it won't look just like that, but it'll be something similar. So I think that looks good for now. I'll have to go through and change that, but I continued the same pattern, which is nice. I also did 6 more studs of tiling, and if you ever look at the real set, you'll notice that it is the same style as the modular tiling, but I decided to switch it up because I thought that looked dumb over here. So then this is the bowling alley itself, and then to the right of it, I originally thought I'd just push this up against the fence and the supermarket right here, but when I did it, I realized I didn't love the look of it. I thought it looked too close. I thought it needed some breathing room, so I added this nice little planter bench with some, not planter bench, just a planter bed. There it is, with some flowers. You can walk around. There's a little phone over there. Just some nice details. The next thing I'll have to do is do all the work in the back, like that. But that takes a long time. That'll be a different video. So that's what the small town is looking like for right now. So I guess we can take back and look at my favorite angle. This is it. I mean, this just looks fantastic. It's finally, I liked it when there was 4, and now every building I'm adding, it just keeps getting fuller and fuller. Soon we're gonna have to do an expansion. Just kidding. But I still have quite a lot of room left. And I actually, at this point, I knew I wanted to get the bowling alley eventually, but like I said, the price, we'll go over the price again in a second. I always knew I wanted this. I didn't know when, but now I thought it was a good time. But after this, I don't know what other buildings will look good in here. I don't have any other buildings in the back of my mind saying, ooh, yeah, that'd be good. So hopefully they'll go release more. I wish they did more buildings similar to this style, or the Krusty Burger, or the bowling alley, just the small one-story buildings, but not the city ones, which are incomplete, like 4 studs deep, and it's just a facade. I think that looks dumb. So that's why I created these 2. I really like this mock. This mock is okay. This was my first attempt at mock, ever. So, like mock building, sorry. And this was actually my second attempt. So I think for my second attempt, it went pretty well. So that's about it for this video. Oh, one more thing, the price. So, as you know, like I said, just under $600. Would I recommend this to pick up on the aftermarket? I would say I got it for a really good deal. You usually can't find them for at least $600, usually more. But I would say that it's definitely worth it if you're doing something like me, like a small town. If you're going to put it in your modular city, I think it's going to look out of place. Same thing with the Quickie Mart, same thing with the Krusty Burger. But if you are doing small town, they don't make many of them, many sets similar to this scale. So I would say just go for it, because it's something that these kind of sets definitely will appreciate even more, hopefully. Next 10 years, you'll probably see these for a lot more money. So I would say it's worth it if you are doing a small town, something that you need more buildings like this, because LEGO does not offer many. You're pretty slim. You either can go custom, the 2 Simpsons, and this, and that's all I know. If you have any other sets, any other ideas, let me know. But yeah, I would say for the price, go for it. It's almost like an investment piece. So that's my thoughts. But that is it for this small town update. So let's recap. I built and placed this bowling alley. I did all the sidewalks and green strip in front of it, and I did this nice planter bed. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are I hope you like this small town, because I think it's coming along really, really good. Let's see, what can you expect next? You've already seen the river, again, which I think looks amazing. You've seen the roads. There is a lot of change happening right there. Well, not a lot of change, just in one specific spot. There's a lot of change, but So stay tuned for that video. Same thing with the neighborhood. There's a video coming with that soon. I switched it up. And then there's one other thing down in the Ocean Beach Harbor area. So that's about it. So thank you so much for watching. I'll leave you with this wonderful shot. Oh, and don't forget to check out my Instagram. It's the same name as this channel. So I hope you enjoy it. I will be posting more on Instagram soon. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Also, thank you so much for the support you've given recently. I'm up to, at the time of filming this, 184 subscribers, which is crazy. In the past week, I feel like we've gained like 20 subscribers. It's insane. So thanks so much for that. And stay tuned for more, because there's a lot of exciting stuff coming. The city is really starting to take shape. When I started this expansion a little while ago, I wasn't sure if I could fill it. I thought it was gonna be empty for a while, and now at the rate we're moving, this thing's gonna be full in the next couple months. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts or comments, remember to comment them. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.